Yeah, this is interesting.
Thank you very much.
At least I've had some steps about this.
Yeah.
But what I want to put here to us is this. I don't know, and I would like to know,
Okay.
what makes you think you are the most competent among other contestants?
So far, so good. I don't think with the other person contesting with me, I have allowed the streets, the community, to make judgments. And so far, so good. When you go around, you will hear.
Okay.
And because of our engagement in the past, they are physical. Politics is not done in a vacuum. It is a physical something. It is something that is done within the people.
Yes.
And because of how good our interactions are, because politics is all about social interaction,
Yes.
we have interacted with people in a way that they have confidence in us,
Okay.
and they have confidence in my candidacy. But you cannot stop people in a democratic setup not to contest because you are more credible. But I am telling you, without any doubt, that I, Mansur Abdullahi, I am the best candidate for this job, because, as I told you in the past, we have started something, and my capacity in this thing has not been restricted within just my ward. I told you, I was able to make sure that all the youth, in fact, we made sure that all the youth know all the elders within all the council wards, know all the women and the leadership of the women within all the council wards. You understand? So if I can do that without being in office, what about when you give me an office, an authority,
The capacity, yeah.
you know, when I'll be acting officially?
Yeah.
Don't you think that the sky will be my jumping path?
I'm telling you.
It will never be my limit. On the sky, I will also jump higher. And I am assuring you, that at this very crucial time, PDP needs people like us.
Wow.
I am very, very confident that, wallahi, there is no doubt that I will lift PDP to that place where the leadership of the party will be proud that it has never made a mistake. We have displayed. It's just to consolidate.
Okay.
And then bring in new innovative ideas to see how we can engage our people, because sometimes this party or whatsoever you're doing needs sensitization, which is part of my plans to move into all nooks and crannies, to talk to people, tell them the benefits of working and then engaging PDP. Let us go back to history. Since when PDP came into power to when PDP lost power at the national and then at the state level. And now what is happening in Benue State? Everywhere is catching fire. This is because these people don't know how to rule the state. During the time of Governor Samuel Otom, you know that there was relative peace in Benue State. Issue of kidnapping were not there. But today, the reverse has been the case. So we are coming back in power, but with the right people in authority, which, inshallah, once I come up as the deputy chairman, Makurdi local government, I am going to make sure that I work hand in hand with the chairman, whosoever emerges as the chairman. I don't have any issue who emerges as the chairman, and whosoever comes up as the chairman, I am sure that whatsoever, I will put up an engagement with him as an advisory, because the deputy chairman is always there to advise the chairman. It is only when he is not there that I can act. But where they say that every successful man will have a very good wife behind him. Me, I am going to wife the chairman and make sure that he comes out successful.
Mashallah.
And then we are going to make PDP proud in Makurdi local government. This is my
so you're welcome once again.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe. This is Messager TV Plus.
Thank you.
You follow us on YouTube. Talk to us on TikTok. We watch on WhatsApp, and we gram on Instagram. Usman Telle from Mesa JTV Plus. You subscribe and like our page. Thank you, thank you. Live together, special guest speaker in person of Honourable Mansur Abdullahi.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you very much.
So, sir, can we please know you and where you coming from?
Okay. I am Mansur Abdullahi from Makurdi here, precisely in North Bank, North Bank Ward 2. That is where I am from.
Okay.
Yes.
And then, secondly, can we have little story about your background? Just little.
Meanwhile, my background is as simple as this. I did my primary school here, and then I went to University of Maiduguri where I did my BSc in political science.
Wow.
And also I joined Benue State University for my postgraduate, that is my MSc.
All right.
Sometime in 2015-16. So in view, I am waiting for my results in Benue State University, and that is in my PhD. Sorry, my master's degree.
All right. So you're highly welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Why do you want PDP to approve you as one among leader, particularly in the area of chairmanship? Was it deputy, right?
Deputy.
Yes.
Okay. Meanwhile, I have been a seasoned politician, a grassroots politician.
All right.
Particularly in the PDP for some period of time now. And so far so good, because of what we have been doing in the party. I was some time ago, during the time of His Excellency Dr. Samuel Otom, I was appointed Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Politics. And so far so good. I have made a lot of effort in area of political mobilization within and outside the Hausa community in Makurdi local government. And then there are issues and also challenges that I see that while in office as the deputy chairman, I will be able to come over those challenges. So that is why I feel that if I can make such contributions so far, most especially in the area of uniting our youth across all council wards where you have majority of the Hausa people, so as to come together and then know each other and then move for a particular purpose, which is how PDP will be strong, and then how we can also play part in winning elections for PDP within the Hausa community. So if I can do that within the capacity of an individual without an office, I was looking at if given opportunity with an authority, that is being the deputy chairman of Makurdi local government, because the deputy chairman also has been zoned as a slot to the Hausa community. Because the present chairman, who is now acting, Honourable Yunusa Babankano, is the chairman of the party, and that was the slot that was given to us in the last past 8 years. So far so good. Their tenure has elapsed, and then we are preparing to see how we can put in another ESCO for the party. And that is why, because of the policy or the spirit of Yana Wangba, as is eat and give your brother, it has been shifted back to the other side of the Tiv community, which is called the Piusu community. Then the deputy chairman has also been shifted back to the Hausa community, and that is why I have joined the contest. And by the grace of God, I am very, very optimistic that that office, I am just awaiting my swearing in.
Interesting.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome once again.
Thank you.
What have you done to your community that makes you to feel, yes, they should support you or give you the backup so as to be one among the leader Ofigo in this movement, let me say deputy chairmanship you're talking about?
Meanwhile, thank you for that very question. So far, so good. I have been a community engagement person.
Okay.
I have made sure that all my activities has to do with my community.
Okay.
Come to think about it, I joined politics as a way to be part of people within my community that will play part, because it is better in politics than outside it. Because some time ago, some scholars said, when you don't take decision, people take decision for you. And then I was looking at my mind that I have been as somebody with a very good mind, somebody who has a thinking of the community. And I said, let me join politics for my community. And my politics has been a politics of community development. And that is why some time ago, I was opportune to lure in and then convince a politician who made sure through him, I constructed a drainage within my community, because that drainage, that very erosion within that place was about taking some houses down.
Wow.
Which I spoke to him, I brought him to the spot, and then I was able to talk to him in a way, and he was convinced, and then he had to give me money, and I made sure that that money was channeled. Meanwhile, as I speak to you, it is a continuous praise from that my very community within that very area where I situated that drainage. Okay. So this is number one. Number two, I have
particularly, what's the name of that street?
That street is Ichama Street.
Ichama Street.
Yes, in North Bank. North Bank, within the Hausa community.
Okay.
So adding up to this, I have also been part of the security architect of our community.
Okay.
Most especially when we had this issue of incessant killing by our own brothers, killing our own brothers as a result of cult activities.
Yes.
I rose up and I look at it that we need to engage our youth into sensitization, which I made sure I was in the front, being also the spokesman for this very group in North Bank that is called Operation Shara.
Okay.
So far so good. It is just God. If not so, we would have also we're also ready to collect bullets. You know, just to make sure that we bring peace for our community. So you can see that this is so far so good. What I have been able to put my mind and then take that risk for my community, and I would like to say it is a thank you to God that there is a relative peace in that community.
Okay.
Courtesy of Operation Shara, and then some of our community leaders who were able to give us support for what we were doing. And to add up to this is, as a member of PDP, some time ago in the past, before 2023 election, I sat down and I was looking at the divides within our party. Our party was divided along factional lines, and I said, no, this is dealing with us, because faction is a do or die affair. You know, faction is more dangerous than opposition party. And I said, no, this is eating us, and it is not allowing us to get those dividends of democracy that we ought to get as a result of people, or as people who played part in installing that very government. Things that were coming, there was serious fights, factional fights, that at the end of the day we were lost in those things. And I sat down, I called my friend Haruna Anas, may his gentle soul rest in peace.
Amen.
And I spoke to him. I said, look, this is what is happening. Then what do we do? But so far so good. I am thinking of how we are going to unite our youth. This is our immediate constituency. They can easily listen to us than any other person. Let us unite them across board, because so far so good. I don't think before that time, people doing politics in Ankpa Wadata don't know people doing politics in Central South Mission. That is the youth. And the youth in Central South Mission don't know the ones doing PDP in Market Clerk. The ones at Market Clerk don't know the ones doing politics in PDP in Northern Ward 2. Northern Ward 2 don't know those people at Wailomayo who are doing politics within the Hausa community. And I said, look, it is going to be a way to unite ourselves so that we can know ourselves, and then we can have a unity of purpose. And I united our youth across board, and we took it upon ourselves to go around the leadership of our community, which is Musa Plateau, and then AGB in the past. We spoke to them about peace, and we also engaged our mothers, which is the women in politics. We made sure we talked to them to see reasons why we have to leave the issue of factional politics and then unite so that we can together go and get what belongs to us from the government. Because in my own way, look at it, these things, we are losing them, and they are there meant for us. But without that one thing, which is unity, we will continue leaving them where we left them or where they are. So how won't we together go together and then get those things? And that was so far so good, what I was able to do. And then other minor things which I would not want to air out in the media, because these are some things that are individually based. And one good thing I believe in, I have always worked on this, making sure that whatsoever that is of the people is given to them, most especially if it comes to my hand, most especially when it has to do with money. I make sure that everybody, if not all, at least 95 to 98% of the people who participate or who are due to benefit that are given that benefit. So you see, I think this is the major issue that sometimes divides us in the politics, because sometimes when people say we need to get this and then they are not given, and then that money or whatever that thing is has been given, and then you deny these people, you see, you now make them not to lose confidence in the whole process. So this is things that I have been able to do, and so far so good. I have used that to make sure that the PDP has support. Going back to what happened in 2023 in the election that passed, in my particular constituency, which is Northern Ward 2, I made sure that we penetrated and won some polling units, which in the history of PDP since 1999 we have never won.
Wow.
You understand? And then because we were looking at it in two angles, either winning or closing the margin, we were able, because it is very difficult. It's
not easy
for PDP within the Hausa community. It's true. And some of the major issues is issue of leadership. And then I tried as much as possible to strengthen the leadership of the Hausa, the youth within our community, and then talk to them. Some places we don't need to even give them money. But we were telling them the reality and then telling them the truth and why they need to follow us as youth. And then most of them, they appreciated, because in most times nobody has ever come to them and then talked to them the way we did. And that was why we were able to close the margin within the Hausa, even though we did not win in totality, but we were able to match the margin. You understand? That made PDP had an edge within the Hausa community, particularly within my own very ward, which is Northern Ward 2. And then within other council wards too, we did our best. We made sure we brought unity. That unity went so far, making PDP to bring up a lot of votes for the PDP within the House.
Wow, Instagram. Thank you. Lastly, sir, in conclusion, what do you have in mind when you talk of politics? Like, what picture do you see in your mind when people talk about politics? How do you look at it? Is it a business or tool to serve humanity?
Thank you. I'm very happy with this very question. You see, politics in itself is said to be an authoritative allocation of resources. That is, it has to do with who gets what, when, and how. And then in this very short definition of scholars, some talk about politics of development, which I have always looked at politics as a way or as a tool for bringing in development, because It is only in politics and then in democratic setup that people are allowed to vote in people whom they fit them, they deem fit that will bring in development for them. Whosoever that is voting you in must have been thinking that this person is somebody that will bring in development, somebody who will look at humanity, and then what do we do to uplift the livelihood of people? I believe that politics has to do with the welfare of the people. It has to do with the provision of social amenities. And I am telling you, without mincing words, that if at the end of the day, I emerge the deputy chairman, and then we put effort within and outside our community, and then in the Makurdi local government in entirety, we make sure that PDP win elections, and then we come back to power. We are also going to use that same result to engage the government, to make sure that the government reach out to the people who vote in those people, because we have various offices. We have the state assembly, we have house of representative, we have senator, we have governor, and by the grace of God, by the look of things, by the look at the internal crisis within the APC, I am not sure that they can stand it. They cannot stand it.
Okay.
They are just opportunists who came into power, which I believe that it is as a result of some of our little mistakes, which I am very, very sure that the party leadership has already put in those things aside. Okay. And then we are all, as members of PDP, looking into how we can develop our party, and then see how we are going to win election, and then look how we are going to develop Benue State in general, and then Makurdi in particular. Okay. As somebody who is running for the office of the deputy chairman, which has been the slot for the Hausa the entire Hausa community, I am assured that we are going to change the narrative. Okay. We are going to make sure that people smile to PDP. PDP has been a party that believes in, looking at how they will uplift individuals and then groups. We don't keep money somewhere. We make sure that that money reflects in people, and which we are going to also guarantee that. Okay. Because as you can see now, there is hungry everywhere. APC have keep us in a very tight corner, and then we are putting all effort to make sure we come out of that tight corner. They want to kill us. We will not die. Yes, we will not die. We will use our last breath to win election so that we can restore back the glory. Amen. Yes, thank you. Amen. Yes,
you highly welcome once again.
Thank you very much.
My Honourable.
Thank you very much.
Mansur Abdullahi.
Thank you.
Thank you for the time.
Thank you.
And for the special response.
Yeah, thank you very much
to our questions.
Thank you.
So I think when we check on our schedule to see, so as to bring you back,
all right,
to come and say one or two things to us before the time of this very exercise.
Yes.
Thank you once again.
Thank you.
I remember Saje TV Plus.
Thank you.
You subscribe and follow our page. Thank you. You subscribe and like our page for more updates. Thank you.